Okay, BB26 fans, this is your live feed update for July 27th. Joseph asks Cedric and Cam if they thought Lisa knows that she's the target this week. They then wonder who Lisa will pick for the veto if she gets house guest choice. Cam says if he gets picked and he wins, he is definitely not using it on Lisa. Feeds go down because they're picking the players for the veto, along with our HOH and our nominated house guests. Joseph and Brooklyn are picked to play. Chelsea talks to Brooklyn and Leah about last week's vote. Leah admits that she was a vote to keep Matt, and the three of them agree that they believe Lisa was the third vote. At noon, the feeds go down for 2 hours. They are playing the veto competition. And when feeds come up, we see that Kenny has won the power of veto. Chelsea talks to Kenny to see who he would like to see on the block as a replacement for himself. However, he does not offer any suggestions. So Chelsea tells him she will try to avoid putting up anybody he is currently aligned with. Angela asks Quinn to go inside with her so she could speak to him. As Angela is walking towards the sliding glass doors, she kind of whispers to herself and says, "Lisa, wipe that smirk off your face." Once inside the house, Angela asks Quinn why he told Takor to go talk to her after Angela mentioned to Quinn to watch out for that group the other night. That group she was talking about consisted of Cam, Cedric, Chelsea, and Takor. Quinn tells Angela that he told Takor this so that she could smooth things out with Angela. Angela is visibly upset about this, and she insists that Quinn took what she said the wrong way. Chelsea is outside, and she says that she can sense an Angela situation brewing up. Takor comes outside and joins her, and Chelsea asks, "Hey, how are things inside?" Takor goes to answer her, and we immediately get fish. For 90 minutes, this is what my TV looked like. When the feeds do finally come back, everyone is outside kind of hanging out and laying by the pool except for Angela. She's kind of like in a corner by herself, looking visibly upset. Takor talks with Chemo. She suggests that they should pull in Kenny to their alliance. She also thinks that bringing Lisa into their core alliance would also be a good idea. It's at this point the feeds keep going off and on like every 5 seconds. Like nothing is even being said about Angela, and production is just hitting that button. It was very difficult to watch all afternoon. When feeds do come back up, there's a shot of Angela crying in the kitchen. Chemo comes up to her and kind of like rubs her back, and he goes to say something and fish. Later on, Cam reassures Leah that she's good in the game. He tells her that she was only bundled up with Mackenzie and Matt because she was always seen with them. She says that kind of like annoys her. Cam said he's worried that because he's athletic, that's going to put a target on his back. Brooklyn and Mackenzie are in the storage room. They're discussing secret powers and who may have them. Lisa pops in, so the girls change their conversation. Once Lisa leaves the room, the girls both agree Lisa gotta go this week. Later, we see Mackenzie tell Tucker that she actually has a secret power. She doesn't go into details of what the power is called or how it works. She just says she can save herself. Tucker says that he volunteered himself as a renom this week to make up for barely speaking to Chelsea last week. Production gives the house guests cornhole to play in the backyard, so they're kind of doing that most of the evening. We then see Tucker speaking with Rubina. He lets Rubina know that he does not like Lisa. Rubina thinks that Tucker should go up to Lisa and ask her about her superpower. At midnight, the house guests get together and they celebrate Joseph's birthday. We then catch Takor speaking with Lisa. She tells Lisa that she should build better relationships with the other house guests so that she won't always be put on the block. Lisa then tells Takor that she absolutely does not have a secret power. And Takor is like, "Girl, it looks suspicious because you took losing that veto very well." But Takor does assure Lisa that Angela is the target this week. Rubina makes a comment that Cam and Leah are more of a showmance than Matt and Mackenzie were. Takor talks to Chemo and Cam. She says that Lisa and Quinn invited her to an alliance. but she knows that the house isn't too keen on Lisa. She also points out that Mackenzie does some of the same stuff that Lisa does that irritates the house guests, and they don't complain about it. Quinn and Chemo are together. They talk about who they can trust. Quinn does mention that Tucker is now growing on him, but he's not sure still because he doesn't know if Tucker's just misting him. T-Core joins the conversation. She mentions that she's more concerned about Cam and Tucker together versus Cam and Leah together because of how Matt and Jag were together last season and made it all the way to the end. Quinn says that next week he would like to see a combination of Kenny, Lisa, and Mackenzie on the block next week. Chemo says that he would like to see Cedric gone pre-jury, and T-Core mentions that she would also like to see Kenny and Tucker pre-jury as well. T-Core, Quinn, and Chemo confirm their final 3 deal together. Quinn does say he's in a 5-person alliance with Cam, Cedric, Chelsea, and Brooklyn, but he knows he's the bottom man of that alliance. T-Core says she knows that she has to distance herself from Lisa the rest of the week, but hopes she gets HOH next week. Not much for a lot of updates, unfortunately. With whatever went down, the feeds were down a lot of the day. I think someone on Twitter said it was about 36% of the day the feeds were not up. And when production's hitting that fish button literally every 5 seconds, it makes it difficult to even want to be on feeds. So thank you for sticking that out with me. We do have a show tonight. We will see the HOH comm and the nomination ceremony. Who is your pick to go home this week? Leave me a comment.